Now, from one beach boy to another, the weather with Darren Bett.
Well, you're almost there, Rita. I've got a picture of a beach, but there's no buoys on it at all. In fact, there's no sunshine either. And it's cold where you've got all this grey, flat cloud across many parts of England and Wales. Temperatures are only 3 or 4 degrees, but it's dry, and dry January continues for many of us through the rest of this week. It's again in the northwest of the UK that we're seeing some outbreaks of rain. It's a familiar story, a familiar weather pattern, one where we see weak weather fronts coming in from the Atlantic, but nosing into the northwest of the UK, not really getting much further because high pressure is keeping it fine and dry. Variable amounts of cloud though, because some areas are seeing some sunshine. One area of England, the northeast of England, seeing some sunshine this afternoon. We're getting some sunshine for some eastern parts of Scotland and also in Northern Ireland.
Good afternoon. High pressure is in charge, so settled conditions, but there's not much in the way of brightness. As you can see from Betchworth down in Surrey, from weather watcher Lizzie's picked rather grey conditions.
Now listen, I've been told to ask you about dry January. That's got to be for another guest, surely.
Well, which one?
You.
One of them's going really well and one of them isn't. And
Let me guess.
It started off well, then it just all went. It's my husband's fault. Anyway, that's for another conversation. But it is very dry outside. We've had probably, we think, going to be one of the 10 driest, well, within the top 10 driest Januaries on record. So yeah, and no sign of any rain coming up. Anyway, it's very grey. Let's take a look. Here we go. So the weather might be a little bit gloomy, but good news. Daffodils have been spotted at Kew by Ruth, so I shall have to keep my eyes open now instead of walking around looking at my phone, and hopefully I shall spot some as well. But we do keep things a little bit gloomy over the next few days, but dry, lots of grey, cloudy skies around, and it's feeling quite chilly. We've got high pressure over us at the moment, keeping the air quite stagnant.
Hi there, Fiona. Thank you. It's been a really gloomy day once again for many parts of the UK. And if you've been stuck underneath cloud like this and you've had light winds, nothing to turn the air over, you probably don't need me to tell you how cold it's been. Parts of mid-Wales didn't get above freezing today. Compare that with Aberdeen, where temperatures got close to 12 degrees. The difference, well, it's clear to see. Some sunshine and also actually a bit of a breeze to turn things over. We have seen some brightness in eastern Scotland today, parts of northeast England, Northern Ireland, further south, stuck under those grey, leaden skies. That's where it felt really chilly.
How are you? I'm all right, thank you, Riz. Good afternoon or good evening even. It's been quite a quiet day of weather, and we are in for quite a quiet week. We woke up this morning in Hammersmith to a blanket of grey, and it's not really gone anywhere. We've been hanging on to this cloud really with everything, and it's continued throughout. And even into this evening as well, we have still got the cloud. It stays with us overnight.
Hello there, very good evening to you. I hope you've had a lovely start to a brand new week. It has felt pretty chilly and sort of Monday-ish today, hasn't it? With most of us seeing iron grey skies. It may surprise you to know that actually, despite appearances, some parts of the UK have done very well in terms of sunshine amounts. Towards the east, at least 130% of what you'd normally expect to see by this time in January, and elsewhere 60 to 100%. We really can't complain, although it is always quite fun too. Let's have a look at what's going on. High pressure still very much in control of our weather at the moment. Very little change really. This gives us largely dry conditions, lots of cloud around, trapped under that lid of high pressure, and it keeps these weather fronts at bay. Now there is a bit of a change happening in the next couple of days. Tomorrow's really a matter of rinse and repeat, but by the time we get to Wednesday, the centre of the area of high pressure allows this system to move in because the high pressure is pulling southwards, and that allows really these rain-bearing Atlantic frontal systems to bring wet and windy weather across northern parts of the UK. The potential for gale force winds, so stay up to date with the latest forecast.